Hey everyone, hair loss has been in the news lately a lot. I don't need to tell you, but at Fat Mascara, we're talking about it all the time. We've got derms talking about it. We've got listeners writing in. But what if I told you that there was a solution that helps 86% of women with hair loss? Nutrafol.
That's right. In a clinical study, 86% of women reported improved hair growth after 6 months of using Nutrafol. This is something thousands of women have used to take back control of their hair. There are 2 targeted formulas of Nutrafol, and they are clinically shown. Let's just pause and talk about clinically shown. That means there is science behind them. They are clinically shown to improve hair growth and thickness with less shedding through all stages of life. So hair growth takes time, as you know, that's right, but you will see in 3 to 6 months, thicker, stronger, faster growing hair if you use Nutrafol supplements.
Visit Nutrafol.com and take their hair wellness quiz for personalized product recommendations that are unique to your hair's needs. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code FATMASCARA to save $15 off your first month subscription. And this is their best offer anywhere. It's only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus, get free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, using the promo code FATMASCARA. Friends, you know that we love a quiz here at Fat Mascara. I'm going to do you one better. Enter Color Guru. Color Guru is a system that helps you find, wait for it, your colors so you know what's going to work best for you. Jen and I are freaking obsessed. We talk about this in our free time.
How many times have we discussed getting your colors done and how cool that is? Color Guru does it better than anyone. Listen, I've had this done a couple points in my life, and I always thought I knew what my colors were and what looked good on me. And then I did the Color Guru analysis, and it was like mind blown. I literally did a closet overhaul. I went shopping, and I gave myself the freedom to just be like, nope, 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 nope. These things that were trendy that I knew weren't going to look good on me. It made my life so much easier. And it's easy to do. You upload these photos and you get this whole system back, 8 pages of data, which metallics look good on me, what makeup looks good on me, what colors look good on me, what season I am. What a great gift for someone in your family this holiday season that's always complaining, I don't know what to wear. Get them a Color Guru analysis. You will not be sorry.
This is so much fun. If you want to figure out what looks good on you and feel more confident in your clothing and makeup choices, order your color analysis today. Visit colorguru.com to get your custom color consultation now and use code FATMASCARA for 10% off. Again, that's colorguru.com, and the 10% off discount code is FATMASCARA. Then write us and tell us how you liked it.
All right. Hey, what's up? It's Fat Mascara. I'm Jess.
Let's get right into it, people.
Yeah,
we are fired up. Let's talk beauty.
Fired
I'm Jen. Hi.
up,
Hi,
man.
everyone.
Jen was just saying that she saw the Sinead O'Connor documentary. I have not watched yet, but I remember how pissed people were.
That's not what we're fired up about.
No, that's not why I'm fired up. But people were pissed when she tore up the photo of the Pope. I remember that.
That is in the documentary. But what I was talking about was music videos, which brought me to, then we were like, quick, let's turn on the mics, TikTok, which brought me to this week's fun TikTok beauty trend.
Do you think Sinead O'Connor is busy on TikTok? Does she have a TikTok?
I don't know, but I bet Bjork is somewhere with I'm just trying to think of people that would embrace the new medium.
She's probably coming up with the next TikTok. She's so far beyond. She's probably
platform.
in the metaverse, doing something that's so much
There's
cooler.
a planet out there that, yeah exactly. Yeah. Well, the reason that we quickly turned on the mics, and it might sound like you're coming in the middle of a podcast, welcome, everyone, is because I was scrolling through passport photo makeup, and I got such a giggle and wanted to share it with you guys if you haven't seen it, if perhaps podcasting is more your beauty format than TikTok or some other things. This is right up there with skin cycling, with gym lips. We're doing a thing, and we're giving it a name.
All right, what are we doing? What
if we're doing passport photo,
now?
in my mind, we are doing teens makeup YouTube teen era makeup, like not kid teens, the era of the 2010 to 2020. It is extra contour, extra powder for baking, extra lash, and matte finish. So none of the dewy that came later. We're doing it matte.
Okay,
and this
so
is
like early teens?
makeup.
It's like Instagram makeup. Basically, you're talking about Instagram makeup.
That's what I kept thinking when I looked at it. I was like, this is Instagram makeup. This is what I thought everybody was getting away from. But clearly, if you're doing it for your passport photo, you're doing it once to get a good photo. But people like to look good on camera. And that is why this makeup works. It's camera-ready makeup. You just called it passport photo makeup. You're just literally giving one place you can go with the makeup look and calling it that. And all of a sudden, it's a trend. It's so funny.
Okay, it's Instagram makeup. It's dance recital makeup. It's like, it's
oh, you know what, Jess? Yeah, it's dance recital makeup. I don't know if that's a universal experience everybody has, though. But I feel like a lot of people have gone for like a driver's license or passport photo. We need to give it a more universal experience.
I will say, though, that I don't think what's so crazy is I don't think most people have consciously thought about what they're going to wear for their passport photos or driver's license. Because if you look at most people's, they're like, they just look like they're getting, arrested. If this is like a newer thing where people are so conscious.
To differ. Yeah, okay, that's it. It's a newer thing. Before it was like we all know the photos.
I can't say that word right. Conscience, you know what I'm saying. But
no, before people were like, you know what, we're going to look bad in this photo. But I think in this era, Zoom era, social media era, whatever, yada, yada, we've talked about it ad nauseum. People know they can look better in photos. And it's like, why not use beauty for that purpose?
Well, that's what I mean.
Don't look
think
like
it's a newer state of like hyper awareness of what you look like, which PS I'm going to talk about in my news segment. And I think it's
excellent.
Like, I don't know. I don't really think it's cute. I'm sorry. Like, I don't think this trend is cute. I think it's
by cute, you mean healthy?
Yeah. I don't think it's really healthy. Listen, if I knew I was going to get a new driver's license photo or oh my God, my driver's license photo was from when I was 21 until like super recently. Oh, no, I think it might be this. No, it is. It's from when I was 21. Oh my God. Somehow they've let me like skate by on that. But like my passport photo, I remember getting that done. I didn't think about it. And that was only like 5 years ago. It's like this kind of it was just like, oh shit, there I am. Like it's
also like nobody sees it except you and the customs agent.
That's what I'm saying.
Or whatever.
It's too much focus. And I know we have a beauty podcast, but it's like this, is there a moment in your life when you can just like not fixate
to worry about what you look like?
That's what I'm saying. Like they're supposed to be, it's almost like they're comically supposed to be not that good. Like everyone's is bad. Yes. That's like the joke. So, and nobody sees it except for the person who cannot wait to get off of work.
That is going away in our new worlds of visually driven media and content where these human experiences are just kind of like less human.
Yeah. And that's the thing I don't like about it.
I'm struggling with it.
So, yeah, I don't really want to hear about anyone's passport makeup, to be frank.
I mean, I wanted to talk about it because on the podcast, I want to reconnect and have these human experiences and make beauty be about talking about things and thinking like, wait, before we all jump on this and make our own passport photo video, is this a healthy thing?
Yeah. I'm going to be real. I will put on, I'll throw on some lipstick if I know I'm getting a photo taken. Like, I'm not above it. I'm just saying, as a cultural trend, passport makeup gets my hair standing a little bit on end.
I hear you. That's why I wanted to. I also kind of just was bringing it up because I wanted to see what you would say about it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not mad at you for bringing it up. I'm just saying, like, I love that you brought this item. I'm just saying, it's like,
I know
it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
The face that you're making right now is the reason I wanted to bring it here live on the podcast. I love your take, Matlin. You're doing the news for us.
Yeah.
So we'll talk a little bit more about this. It's a theme that I think is just going to keep coming up as we all get comfortable with what's going on with the world. We'll raise some wands. People keep doing their homework, bringing me the fall fragrance. I love it.
Fall fragrance roundup.
Yeah, should we get into it? Let's do it.
Let's do it. It's a nice setup for my my first item. Nice setup. Okay, Jen, I really want to, can't wait to do the news. You set me up brilliantly. That was a beautiful segue to my first item, which I've got to say is massive. I freaking love Dove. As a company, they produce such beautiful work, but sometimes their work is a little disturbing, a little earth-shaking, okay? The Dove Self-Esteem Project just released the Real Cost of Beauty Ideals report. Now, they did this in conjunction with somebody from Harvard and Deloitte, which, big financial data Goliath, if that's the right term. This is the most comprehensive assessment ever conducted on the pervasive and damaging impact of beauty standards across the U.S. economic field and society. So the report explores the impact of the beauty ideals that we, talk about all the time in the show, about body dissatisfaction and appearance-based discrimination, which we have spoken about a lot, hair discrimination, colorism, etc. So they deem this, ready, a silent public health threat that disproportionately impacts women and girls starting as young as 10. Okay, so the report conservatively estimates that as much as 16% of the U.S. population aged 10 years or older, and that's 45 million people, experienced body dissatisfaction in the U.S. in 2019. So what does this mean? What's the point? Okay, what's the consequence? They face poor health outcomes, reduced engagement across social circles, problems at school and work, and engage in risky behaviors.
Wow, does this line up with what we were talking about? It actually gets at even the bigger thing for me, which is a health crisis. We all just talk about social media does this, that, the other, Facebook, the youth today, they have more suicides than ever and they have all these mental health issues. But we need to collapse this all into something and take some sort of action.
Exactly. Yeah.
I get that they're just giving us data and it feels it's coming from this beauty brand, and is it just marketing? And I'm going to put that all aside to say, we know this. So, how are we going to fix it?
Unfortunately, I don't know how to fix it, but I was...
Jess, Matlin, how are we going to fix it? No, I really like that they're calling it a public health issue, though. And I think that's something new that you don't hear a lot around this, because once you hear the word public health, it becomes let's get the doctors involved,
Yeah, and actually start taking it seriously instead of that person is too sensitive, or that person should lay off social media,
or just turn off social media. You can't say that to people anymore. It's just how life is lived these days. It's, your career, whatever it is, you can't just turn off the way people communicate.
And yeah, exactly. It really felt like there's a real direct consequence to all of the imagery that we're seeing. We've talked about this a lot, but the hair discrimination, job, people being passed over for jobs because, and we talked about this with the psychologist, lookism, right? People feeling isolated because of the way.
Philosopher, yes. Heather Widow's lookism.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Totally.
Yes. So they bucketed it into three things. So health outcomes, which is the things that we were talking about. So depression, anxiety, obesity. There's a whole list. Risky drug use, mood disorders, social phobia, psychotic experiences, post-traumatic stress disorders, all of these things from feeling, that your looks are not enough. And of course, you can tease out all the, why these happen, and we can't get into that here. And by the way, this report is massive, and we'll link to it. It's so interesting. But then those labor market outcomes, wage losses, employment losses because of the way you look. And I think there's a very direct, relation between the way people look and, of course, their careers and their mobility and earning power. I don't think I'm saying anything controversial there. And other life outcomes. This really, knocked me out when I saw this. Incarceration, lower educational attainment, school suspensions. We've seen that in the news because of the way kids look or the way they're treated. We see the way children are treated.
Because our society puts such a focus on looks. This is going to be so nerdy, but just go with me here for a second.
I'll go there.
I wonder when mirrors were invented. First of all, I don't know when mirrors were invented, but imagine the huge cultural shift that made. Before that, you just went out into the world and you just looked at other people all day. You never knew what you looked like.
The mirror must have been the iPhone. It was probably the iPhone, what that
that's
did.
What I'm saying. Whatever happened in culture at that point was probably seismic. And that is happening again now that we all have with us a camera at all times. And I think it's very, very modern. This didn't happen 10 years ago when we got Instagram or whatever. It happened during the pandemic when Zoom became the forced communication way, when everybody pretty much had to have a smartphone to have a job. It's just... It's like when mirrors were invented, and that's so stupid. It's feels
not stupid. It's not stupid.
I don't know if you walk that back though. What do you do now? Culture is at a tipping point, a shifting, or what do they call it? A pivot point?
An inflection point.
Inflection point. That's the word I wanted. Thank you.
I think also like something that really just kind of hurt me reading this was like the 10 years old thing. And, I remember a couple of years ago, Dove did a really awesome campaign about, girls as young as 10 years old, hate their bodies or they're on a diet. And just hearing, the way parents, like how much influence they have over like their children, how children parrot the things they say, hearing the way parents talk about their own bodies or the way they talk about other people's looks or the way they talk about other children and how they look, how much influence we all have. This sounds so corny, like we're, children of the future, but like, it's maybe the current generation screwed, maybe all the younger generations, the millennials, Gen Z, whatever. But we have to be really careful about how we speak around children. So I'm taking it to like a very weird place, but it's just like the fact that
I think it's a personal place. You have a daughter, you're raising a daughter, like listen to everything. She's at the age where like, you're like, oh crap, she heard me say that. Or sidebar.
Like, go ahead.
No, I was going to say.
Why?
We were talking about cursing with an 8-year-old in the family at the Jewish holidays. And we asked her, do you know what shit means? She goes, oh yeah, that's what you say when you drop something.
That's kind of sweet. Oh,
it is. But my point being, like, they're always listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know what it could have been so much worse. I don't know what she was going to say or he was going to say, but it's how we speak about other people or how we treat other people. I don't know. It's just it was the 10-year-old thing really bothers me because it's like we're just shaping people and how they're
and I hate to point something else out as you're, as I know a lot of people listening are dealing with that, like when do I introduce technology to my children? I don't know what age. If you don't have children yet, you worry about that. 10 years old happens to be A, when puberty starts these days, and B, when a lot of kids, at least here in the States, are getting phones, I think.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Right? That's about that age. Yep. And I'm sure in that report they made that connection. But it goes back to what we were saying, which is the ability to see everybody all the time and see yourself all the time is a new public health crisis. I love how Dove was like 10 years ago, confidence. And then it was like, oh, whoa, we got to go even bigger. The confidence is just one piece of the puzzle, I
really think they're doing like God's work. So awesome work to Dove. It seemed like
you make a great soap. It's not soap, sorry, a beauty bar.
Yeah, it's not a soap. That's right. I'll never forget that story. Fact checking really knocked me off my butt there. Yeah, not a soap. Yeah, beauty bar. Okay, so anyway, talked about that long enough. All right.
Solved a public health crisis. Next.
Jen, do you know what Fortnite is?
Of course.
Okay. All right. So have you ever played Fortnite?
No, but I always see when beauty brands like make a new cosmetic for it, like the skins and stuff. And I'm always like, oh, kids today, what are they doing?
Okay. Well, Armani Code has just entered.
Oh, I heard about this. Yes, I do know about this. Okay. Continue.
They've just entered the metaverse by creating a new immersive experience for Fortnite. It's called Armani Code Presents Rewrite the Code. So it's inspired by Armani Code Parfum and its philosophy for moving forward in a backwards world. Sounds like my life. I love it. Okay.
Well, I trialed the video of the game that they've developed for Fortnite. The if you collect these special codes, Armani Code, and once you get the codes, the world went in reverse and now it can move in forward direction. It's like a cool game. I think it's very cool because I think video games, speaking again to this larger issue that is permeating today's podcast, this is where people are interacting today, even adults. Gaming is to them what I guess like going to concerts was to like a certain era or, whatever social activity. So like if you want to advertise to people about your beauty product, you kind of
throw it in a video game. Oh my God.
Put it where people's eyes are and they're on these games. I mean, the only one that I play is Minecraft because, I have an 8-year-old stepson and that's what or Roblox is like, but he's not as into that. So yeah. I mean, the cool thing about Minecraft is it's like kind of stayed separate from this marketing world. But I think it's smart of Armani. Like that's where a lot of people spend their time.
I thought it was very cool. I saw just a screenshot of it. I thought it looked like a very artistic, like the very cool aesthetic. And I learned that the character in the game is personified by the actor. I'm going to totally say his name wrong, but Regis Jean-Page, and he's the guy from I've never seen the show, but I know it's very hot. He's the guy from Bridgerton. So super cute. It's a very buzzy game all around. So yeah, you unlock like different codes and like they're like ingredients, notes in the fragrance, iris, cedarwood, sage. And Veronique Gauthier, just want to throw in a little quote from her. She's the global president of Armani Beauty at L'Oreal. She said, gaming is a new, very natural world to express the new Armani code of fragrances, modern masculinity. And this gives the opportunity to tap into Gen Z gamers who spend 3 times more time on Fortnite than on TikTok. So there's your stat for you.
Let me translate that into lay people's terms. We want them to buy our fragrance, so we better be here with our advertising.
Yeah.
I like that it was like a place for their modern masculinity marketing message. No, like, you know where the eyeballs are.
But I mean, I'm telling you, 3 times more on Fortnite than on TikTok, that's where they are, man. Okay. So let's go to some celebrity beauty news, but some unexpected beauty news, okay? Dua Lipa is going in on a line, but she's not coming out with her own. She's going in on his investor. The pop star has publicly partnered up with the London-based brand Dizziac. So Dizziac was created in 2018 by Loretta DeFeo, and she used to work in the live music industry. I guess that's where they hooked up. Maybe that's how they know each other. I would imagine so. She started the brand by making 50 sample pots of a conditioner that worked for all hair types, and everyone went crazy for it. And now she has this line, and Dua Lipa is a big investor. So it's direct to consumer, but then she started as direct to consumer, and then she started having like distribution in Selfridges, Liberty, Space NK, Cult Beauty. Now, I really love this article that was in LUK by the writer Georgie Driver, and it said, "Dear celebrities, it's time to start investing in beauty, not adding to it." And she was, I know, I thought that was really, really astute observation. Her name is George, and I called her Georgie. Yes. Can I call you Georgie? Okay, so George, she called out, she made a really nice kind of trend piece. She was saying, there's been so many like, kind of questionable celebrity brands recently. But she said, look at Dua partnering with somebody who she supports and believes in, putting her money there. And then she said, think about Selma Blair and, Terry from Guide Beauty. Okay. Yes. Instead of, Selma starting her own thing. And then Dakota Johnson with the like sexual wellness brand Maud, her putting her dollars there. So smart celebrities are like, going about it this way. Can we see a little bit more of that? So I just really loved that.
Oh my gosh, all you celebrity incubators out there, new way forward for your clients. Like, yeah, they're already using products they love. I hate to break it to you, no matter how much you think you reinvented the wheel, you're probably just putting out something that we've seen before. Why not pick the small brand? And
also setting yourself up for like some bad PR too, So
yeah.
Yeah, we've seen some backlash recently. Okay, this line got some backlash. This is my final item for today. But I have to tell you, this line made me smile.
I feel like you're selling on QV site. Ladies, this might sell out. My final item.
Okay, for my final item, today's special value. Okay.
Yes.
My final item. Now, this got some backlash. This really was like a very polarizing celebrity beauty line. But I was just tickled pink when I saw this. Ozzy Osbourne has his own beauty line right now. Now it's
everybody asking, who would buy that? Meet Jessica Matlin. Okay,
I've got to tell you something. Now, my brother's super into rock and roll, like metal. This is very much like in my world. So when people said who would buy that, I'm like, a shit ton of people. Ozzy Osbourne has been around like making music since the 60s. He is no fool. He created Ozfest. He was the first.
Is he no fool? I feel like
no, he's no.
He did
fool.
a lot of drugs in his day,
and he's still kicking and touring. And Sharon Osbourne, think what you want of her. I'm not like a Sharon stan.
No, I'm not.
But she is a smart businesswoman. Okay, she definitely got herself in some hot water. Okay, but she is like. They started the first reality show franchise pre-Kardashians. I just don't think they're making missteps, and they have a loyal fan base. So I think that this seems kind of out of left field, but I was like, this is funny, and I think people will buy it.
What are the products?
So, it's so funny that you asked. Okay. So, by the way, I'm not going to be showing up to Moda Operandi in my Ozzy palette. So I'm just this is more of a... This is more of like, I think, a really fun, like this. I think this is like a fun, like a novelty.
It's fine. You've caveated enough. Lay it on us.
It's a 21-piece collection that exudes a rock and roll vibe. Can you tell I took this from PR Newswire? And commemorates Ozzy with product and shadows named after his signature songs, Iron Man, Zombie Stomp, and I love this song, Crazy Train. It's freaking good.
Oh, Crazy Train, I love.
Fucking love Crazy Train, okay? In the 14-pan eyeshadow palettes, okay? And the collection also features candles to conjure the spirit of the rock gods, Ozzy-styled body tattoos, dark, I love this in quotes, metal lipsticks, cosmetic bags, and a gothic mirror. These highly pigmented products are designed to give you a bold, precise look inspired by the Prince of Darkness himself. I'm like backing up on this. I might be buying something for my stocking this year. I think it's cool.
I just wish they wouldn't call it a new brand. Like, just do your little capsule collection, sell it. This is no one's going to repurchase.
No, it's not. No, it's not a line. It's just a capsule. It's just like a one-off.
Good. Just one time. And the man wears that makeup, so it doesn't feel off for me because he actually uses it. Where does Brad Pitt use his skincare? I don't know if he did before. This, I get it. I get why you are not unimpressed.
I'm not unimpressed. I smiled. I thought it was like really cheeky and funny and like, yeah, he's like 80 years old or whatever. Give the man his capsule collection.
I think they're doing it with the wink too, and he's doing it with like, he's in on it. Like, yeah.
He's in on the joke. He's making a couple extra dollars.
Shopping season for the holidays is upon us, and now I know how to please you.
Oh my God. I thought that, I don't know.
Definitely
great.
The body tattoo is where I'm going for you, for sure.
That is absolutely on the back of my neck, or no, the side of my neck, Jen.
Yes. You still have no tattoos, right?
Wouldn't it be funny if this whole time I had one, like a huge one, I didn't tell you?
It would be amazing. Longtime listeners know I took you to the tattoo studio on our first anniversary of the podcast to get a Fat Mascara inspired tattoo. 2 of them, actually. I've never seen Jess more out of place in my life. You did enjoy it, though, I think.
I did like it.
If that whole time you had been hiding some tattoo, this is such a fun party game that I want to play at some point, but I'm not going to waste the time of our listeners guessing what Jess Matlin's tattoo would be.
I told you I would get Netta's, my cat, Janetta's, her name in Russian, like in like Cyrillic.
I forgot about that. I'm so sorry. Do listen, you did say that. Where would it be on your body?
Someplace very small and not like
okay.
You know, I don't want it to fade and look blurry when I get older.
So we wouldn't do a hand and we wouldn't do, I get you. Well, until then, you could do Ozzy Osbourne and his temporary body tattoo. And as I said to Brad and Travis, what?
Like my face, like a Post Malone, like number.
Or Travis Barker, yeah. Like as I said to those gentlemen, welcome to the beauty world. Like, let's see how it goes, you know?
Yeah. All right, should we raise our wand? Should we hit it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, gift giving season is upon us, which means it's time to panic. No, just kidding. Don't panic. It's Jen from Fat Mascara. We have a new sponsor, Uncommon Goods, and they know exactly what you should get your loved ones. Whether you're shopping for mom, dad, teenagers, in-laws, friends, Uncommon Goods makes it easy to find original gifts for everyone. So my stepson is 8, and luckily he doesn't listen to Fat Mascara, so I can tell you what I got him from Uncommon Goods. It's a DIY bubble tea kit. He loves boba and going out for bubble tea. And this kit has 2 kinds of tea, the little tapioca pearls and these 2 big reusable straws, so we can make bubble tea at home together, or he can make it by himself. It's just a really cute gift. That's only one of the things I've picked up at Uncommon Goods. They have the most meaningful, out-of-the-ordinary gifts anywhere. And who knows what holiday shipping is going to be like this year. It's likely to be a crazy mess, so I say shop now and get it taken care of. Best of all, when you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $2.5 million to date. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/fatmascara. That's uncommongoods.com/fatmascara for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. uncommongoods.com/fatmascara. we're all out of the ordinary.
Hey everyone, hair loss has been in the news lately a lot. I don't need to tell you, but at Fat Mascara, we're talking about it all the time. We've got derms talking about it. We've got listeners writing in. But what if I told you that there was a solution that helps 86% of women with hair loss? Nutrafol.
That's right. In a clinical study, 86% of women reported improved hair growth after 6 months of using Nutrafol. This is something thousands of women have used to take back control of their hair. There are 2 targeted formulas of Nutrafol, and they are clinically shown. Let's just pause and talk about clinically shown. That means there is science behind them. They are clinically shown to improve hair growth and thickness with less shedding through all stages of life. So hair growth takes time, as you know, that's right, but you will see in 3 to 6 months, thicker, stronger, faster growing hair if you use Nutrafol supplements.
Visit Nutrafol.com and take their hair wellness quiz for personalized product recommendations that are unique to your hair's needs. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code FATMASCARA to save $15 off your first month subscription. And this is their best offer anywhere. It's only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus, get free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, using the promo code FATMASCARA.
We want to introduce you to Clinique's first foundation designed to be the last step in your skincare routine. Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation is formulated with 3 serum technologies that visibly reduce dark spots, brighten, and hydrate skin.
This one's really a game changer. The first time I used it, I realized I had to stop thinking about this product as foundation. It really is the serum. It's the serum step in your skincare, but it also has the tint so you don't have to do the foundation step. The serum is legit. It has vitamin C for brightening, and that's what I really noticed a big difference with. It's also hydrating, so you're getting brightening, hydrating, and it's smoothing. It helps to sort of retexturize with a little bit of salicylic acid. Oh, did I mention the UV protection? It's sort of like, you know how Jess, you and I talk about we need everything all in one? Here it is.
All in one. This hydrating foundation formula provides buildable medium to full coverage with satin finish. I love that it's oil-free, waterproof, and sweat and humidity resistant. It's available in 42 shades.
Find your shade with Clinique Clinical Reality Shade Match Science. It has a virtual try-on. You can't call this makeup. This is skincare in just your shade. Find your shade today at Clinique.com.
Okay, everyone, it's time to raise a wand. And this one's from Liz. Ooh, it's a twofer.
Hi, Jess and Jen. This is Liz, another longtime listener, and I wanted to share some of my favorite fall scents with you. So the first one is actually a home scent. It's a candle from a woman-owned LA-based brand called Marmar Los Angeles. And the candle that I've been loving for the past few months is called Lovers Only. So they describe the scent as musk, mint, sandalwood, patchouli, and fig. To me, it has this like sweet warmness to it. It basically like warms you from the inside out. It's a really comforting smell. I think it's great for people who like those like cozy fall home scents, but not something that's necessarily smoky. It's one of my favorites, and I love supporting a small brand. And then my second scent is the Maison Margiela from their Replica line, the Jazz Club fragrance. So I've been wearing this to go out at night. This is another like warm and spicy scent, and I love how well-rounded it is, has a little bit of pepper. This has this kind of like wood notes to it, a little bit of rum, and then I really like tobacco leaf. I don't know about anyone else, but it's one of my favorite scents to kind of round out those like warm fall fragrances. So I hope that everyone gets a chance to try one of these.
Thank you, Liz. I am cozy just hearing about those, and I will second your wand. Is that a thing? Mm-hmm. For Jazz Club. I love Jazz Club. I actually have the candle of Jazz Club.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, good fall vibes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, time for us to raise a wand. Jess, what do you have for us this week?
So I got to tell you something. I know they're a sponsor, and I didn't know if this would be like too much overkill for y'all, but I'm freaking loving the Osea. Oh, that's how I pronounce it, right? Osea? But not Osea. Osea. Osea Undaria Algae Body Oil. It is so good. My skin just loves it, just soaks it up. It's not too like oily. It just kind of like cushions the body. The scent isn't too strong.
No.
It just feels like rich lady, man. If you want to feel like a rich, hydrated
rich
lady.
lady in a body.
Yeah.
You know what I love? You're usually a body butter girl.
Yeah.
I swear if we went back to every October season that we've had this podcast, I guarantee you were raising a wand to like a whipped body butter or a souffle.
Yeah.
And
predictable.
the fact that you are switching format or vehicle, as the product formulators like to say, to an oil means it's really good and that it sinks in and isn't slippery, because I know you get greasy and worry about slipping.
Yes.
So.
I'm very worried about slipping. It's great. I'm actually on the website right now. Or no, I'm on an Ulta website right now. It has over 1,300 reviews and 4.7 stars, just so you know I'm not alone. It's really good.
I mean, it lives up to it. It's a good one. I will allow that as your raise one, even though they happen to be a sponsor. This is not sponsored, everybody.
Yes.
We just love
It's
it
not,
that much.
not spawn. They already paid. We don't get extra money.
Done. Well, we'll just give you extra time talking about it. Whatever. It's worth it. You know, if we really like something, we want to talk about it. So on that note, I didn't do a beauty product this week, but it was super rainy here in New York last week, like for like 4 days straight. Yeah. And so I devoured Industry, the TV show.
Yes.
Had you heard about this?
I've heard about the show, yes.
I don't know how people find out about like new entertainment these days, because like I feel like I can't keep up with like what I'm going to like until I read something where someone was like, it's Euphoria plus Succession. And I was like, whoa, big pants to fill. Like 2 of my favorite shows, no way. And
big pants.
It lived up.
Big pants.
It lived up to the
I don't know why that was so funny.
Because I picture like a sideshow clown who like pops on frame every now and then, says his
I'm literally
his
doodling huge pants right now because the image was so funny.
Big pants.
Big pants.
And then it's like, thanks, bozo. And he goes off stage left. And then like the Kool-Aid guy. I don't
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I have the giggles. Okay. This is reminding me of the giggles I got with Naomi Watts. I just was editing that last week's episode. If you've not listened yet, by the way, that was like such a good conversation. But Jess and I got the panic giggles. You know that laughter when like,
oh my God,
it's all hitting too real and you just can't stop laughing.
Oh, because it's
there's
like you
this part. I even cut out some of
yourself.
our laughing because she had us cracking up. I don't think she is actually very funny. I don't think she meant to be as funny as she was. She was just like putting it out there straight, but she does a very good like straight face funny. And we were just like dying laughing over like, menopause. A very, very funny topic. Anyway, Industry. It's a TV show you should definitely check out if you liked Euphoria or if you liked Succession. The character development on it is like, cool, sure, I can learn about finance, but the characters are so good. So Jess, put it on your list.
I will.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
Because you still haven't watched it. I love that for you.
Yes, no,
but that's okay.
I will add it to my list.
Yeah. All right. Well, I know what you're going to do before your beauty sleep tonight. You're probably going to like.
I'll try to crack into Industry.
I was going to say lube up. Oh, that. But what is the verb for like applying body oil for you? Let's put back on our women's magazine hats. What would we have said? We would have said
pat on.
It on.
Pat on.
Pat?
Pat
you
on.
pat on a beauty oil? A body oil?
Yeah, because I could put it in my hands
Glide.
and then I would pat on. Yeah. Pat.
I would rub maybe. Pat or
Okay.
rub. Guys, by the way, there were like long discussions when I worked at beauty magazines about like which verb and like back and forth with editors about like, is this the right verb?
So that seems like time well spent, doesn't it?
Yeah. In retrospect, I'm like, what were we doing?
Those are hours you'll never get back.
Pat it on, rub it on, glide it on, apply it on, put on your body oil, get some beauty sleep, and we will see you on Friday for a very timely conversation that continues the chatting we talked about today regarding content and what it's doing to humanity.
We hope you enjoyed the show.
It's your reviews and feedback that help us make the podcast even better. Head over to iTunes to rate and review us or email your thoughts to info@fatmascara.com.
We also want to answer your beauty questions and hear what products you love. To share a Raise the Wand product review or to ask a beauty question, email us at info@fatmascara.
If you send it as a voice memo file, we can even share your voice on the podcast. You can also do that by leaving us a voice message. Our phone number in the United States is 646-481-8182.
Thanks so much for listening.